Dear friends, good day. When we practice a keyboard instrument, particularly if we are not very experienced at it, we all make a number of mistakes, the most common of which is the endless repetition of difficult passages. You find something tricky to play, you go back and you repeat it, you go back and you repeat it, possibly making the same mistake all the time, and you repeat, back, and repeat, and you end up sounding like a broken record. Now, I'm absolutely certain that Domenico did not know what a broken record sounds like, but I'm also certain that he must have heard his fair share of people practicing the harpsichord, the organ, or the clavichord at that. And I say this because this sonata in D major K346, which we will present in a moment, to me seems like the musical representation of a pupil practicing. The sonata begins almost tentatively, one hand at a time, and then of course there's a little passage in which we can basically see the bad student because he stumbles on it, he go back, repeats it, stumble again, and he go back and repeat it for a number of times. Eventually he manages to move on, but sure enough, after a few bars of music, there's a new episode, and the whole shenanigans start again. Practices, he goes back and repeats, and so on and so forth. However, he's diligent, so when he gets to the end of the first half, he's learned the piece. He goes back to the beginning and plays the first half very fluently. Domenico, of course, is the master of pranks, so at the beginning of the second half, he modulates into the minor mode, and for the student this is tragedy, because now he has to read some new music all over again. He slows down. He progresses ever so slowly, but then of course Domenico may be very mischievous, but he is also a very nice guy. After a few bars of this minor modulation, he goes back to the figures at the beginning so that the student can finish his sonata with flying colors. Now, of course, I have no evidence that this was Domenico's intention, but I think they might. Also because the sonata is written beautifully. It's very, very refined and very fun to play. Buon ascolto.